So now, I don't know if it's every cane corso, cane corso, like these little squishy balls, but as you can see, mine really likes it. Don't you? Speak. Oh, good boy. Do it again. Speak. Oh, good boy. Oh, yeah. Look at that ball. Look at, let them see your mouth. Let them see your big mouth. Oh, let them see your big mouth. Oh, yeah. Close and person. Oh, oh. Good boy. Hey, you give that to him. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Good boy. He absolutely loves them. I don't know why. He can easily chew it up and destroy it, which he does with everything except for that little squeaky blue and green ball that we have. He loves it. Just a little tip. Maybe your dogs will like it too and not want to destroy it. I got it for like $1 at PetSmart. So there you go. Hello guys, this is Vanessa and you're back with Life of a Corso. Ooh, my camera. I'm gonna try to make this little story time not too long and boring, but we'll see how that goes. I want to bring attention to the dog park that I go to. I'm not gonna say where it is, or just any dog park. Now, just because that I'm bringing my dogs into the dog park and they're friendly with other dogs and, you know, they're playing and having fun, doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna be as friendly as they are with dogs, with people. Now, I'm not saying that my dogs are mean with people, but this also goes kind of hand in hand with people knowing dog breeds. Now, some dogs are very friendly towards people and animals, like they're just pet me, play with me, and that is all based on breeds, like what the dog is mixed with or, you know, what breed it is. Well, having a cane corso and I have a Shar-Pei Mastiff pit mix as well. Cane corsos are very protective and they're very aloof with strangers from what I've read. Like, they're not overly friendly with people. From the research that I've done lately about cane corsos. And Shar-Peis, they're not very nice dogs. They're not. My sisters had some Shar-Peis back when they were younger, and I remember going and visiting them at their mom's house, and they're not nice. They are very I don't even know how to explain them. They're not a breed that I would ever want to have again. Not that I don't love my puppy that I have right now. I love her to pieces, but her being a mixture of those three dogs, especially the Shar-Pei and the Pit, I mean, it makes her very difficult to deal with. She is, I feel like she's constantly in trouble with me, and I hate that she's in trouble all the time, but I have to correct her as being the alpha and being the dominant one. I can't let things slide. So she's the one that I almost at some point every day, it seems, that I have to put her in that submission, because she just is so stubborn and headstrong and thinks that she's the boss, and she's not. But anyways, back to the dog park. So my story is, we're at the dog park on Sunday, and this guy's throwing a ball for his dog, and you know, the dog's going chasing it. Well, all the dogs are going to chase this ball because they all want to play with it, you know. And he throws the ball, and Cinder, my little black one, she goes and she takes the ball, and she's a ball hog, so she tries to steal it, so I have to constantly grab it from her and give it back. Well, I had walked away at this time, and apparently he threw the ball again, and she went after it and grabbed it. And I turn around to see this guy holding onto my dog's back and shoving his hand inside of her mouth to try to pull the ball out. Now, that's obviously not a very smart thing to do, because one, you don't know this dog. Two, you're assuming that just because she's at the dog park that she's going to be fine with you doing whatever you want to her, which is not true. I turn around just in time before the guy's about to get bit. Her hackles are all up. She's hunched and she's giving him that, her head was down and she's giving him that upward like look, like you better take your hands off me or I'm gonna bite you. So I went over and stepped in and grabbed the ball, but I was completely blown away. Like, why on earth would you ever think it's okay to grab a dog that you know nothing about and shove your hand up inside of its mouth? I was completely shocked of the stupidity. And stuff like that happens all the time at the dog park, and it drives me crazy. Like, just because my dogs are dog friendly does not mean that they're going to be overly friendly with you, grabbing their faces, pulling on them, touching them like they don't know you. And the breeds that they are, they don't really like strangers that much to begin with. My puppy, she's not really a puppy, she's a year, but she does not like people that she doesn't know touching her. She really doesn't. She wants nothing to do with it. They can pat her a little bit and then she's done. She'll let out a growl and she doesn't want to be touched no more. But people don't listen to dogs. Dogs do not have a voice anymore, and it's so sad. Because immediately when a dog tries to stand up for itself, it's considered a bad, aggressive dog, and that's not true. She's never once bitten anybody. She just doesn't like strangers, and people just need to learn how to respect boundaries. Like, people want to push boundaries constantly with my dogs, and it drives me nuts because I don't want to be responsible, because that's what's going to happen. If my dog bites you because you're pushing yourself on them, guess what's going to happen? I'm the one that gets to pay the bills. I'm the one that potentially gets my dog put down because you don't know how to read dogs and you want to push the limit, and it's just not fair and it's not okay. People are constantly trying to get my dogs to come to them because they want to pet them, and I get it. They're Wrinkles, the Cane Corso, he's an awesome looking dog. Like, everybody wants to touch him, everyone wants to talk about him, everyone wants to stare at him. Fine. But when you call my dogs over to you and they don't come, they actually turn their head and shy away, don't get up and force yourself on them. Leave them be. Like, they don't want to be messed with. And with only having him for 8 months, yeah, that seems like a long time, but I'm still learning a lot about him. We rescued him. I have no idea what his past life was like. I know that he was abused and I know that he was mistreated, but that's all I know. So I do not really know what his triggers are as far as with people. Like, I don't, if you're pushing yourself on him, I don't know what's gonna happen. He might just lunge out and try to bite your face off. I have no idea. And I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I rescued him. Like, he's a rescue dog. I haven't had him since he was a puppy. I don't know anything about his back life. So try to get people to understand that, okay, she doesn't know much about this dog, so maybe I shouldn't push myself on him. But do they listen? No, they don't. And it's just annoying. People, please, don't push boundaries with dogs, because they don't have voices like this. They can't say words. And just because my dog growls at you or his hackles stand up or he's giving you a look, doesn't mean that he's a mean, aggressive, horrible dog. It means that he's not comfortable with whatever it is that you're doing. And I will correct him and I will handle that when I need to and when I see that it's fit. But if my dog's telling you, like, look, I've had enough of you petting me, I'm gonna let him tell you. Now, I'm not gonna let him bite you, but if he growls at you and you wanna get all upset and puffy about that, that's not gonna bother me. I'm sorry, he He's had enough. He was warning you for a while before the growl, but you don't know how to read dogs. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just see, it's not short, it's already almost 9 minutes I've been talking, but I just want to say, like, please just try to respect dogs just like you would a person. They have boundaries, they have limits, they like their space just like any human. You know, to be constantly up in their face and trying to bother them, trying to get them to come to you, trying to pet them when they clearly don't want to, it's just not a good idea. And never shove your hand in a dog's mouth when you don't know anything about the dog. That was the dumbest thing. I didn't even know what to say to the guy when I saw that. I was just like my mouth just dropped open and I was like, really? Okay, well, I'm glad she didn't bite you because she was pretty close to. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say today about just respecting dogs at the dog park. And just because they're dog friendly does not mean that they're gonna be just as friendly with strange people. And that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, just respect boundaries. Alright, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and be a part of our family. I was not trying to sound mean or hateful towards anybody at all. I just get frustrated when people think that they know everything about dogs and they really don't. And I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't, but I know enough to not push boundaries. I know enough to be able to tell, like, yeah, that dog doesn't really want anything to do with me, so I'm gonna leave him alone. And I just wish more people would research animal behavior. That's all I'm saying. Have a good day, guys. Bye.